How to select color for accessible e-learning design. As an instructional designer, how do you usually select the color for text and background? Have you ever used or seen yellow text on a white background? Or red text on a green background? It might not be a problem for you to see the text, but it doesn't mean that it is also visible for learners who are experiencing decreased color perception. So, what can we do to help them? We can increase the color contrast to enhance the accessibility of e-learning materials. According to Maureen Duffy, contrast sensitivity refers to the ability to detect differences between light and dark areas. Therefore, increasing the contrast between an object and its background will generally make the object more visible for learners who have low vision or color blindness. Maybe you would ask, is there a standard for the color contrast ratio? Yes, there is. According to WCAG 2.2, the visual presentation of text and images of text has a contrast ratio of at least 4.5 to 1. Unless it is large-scale text or images of large-scale text or pure decoration or part of a logo or brand names. So, how to calculate the contrast ratio of the text? Well, you don't need to. There are websites that can help you do that. On the contrastchecker.com website, you can pick the color or enter the color codes in both the foreground and background fields. And the contrast ratio will automatically be calculated. More importantly, the color of circles on the web page indicates whether you have reached the WCAG standards and whether your text is readable to learners with color blindness. So next time, before making decisions on the color selection, you can test your colors on this contrast checker website to ensure your text accessibility and readability. Since this tool is very helpful for color selection, does that mean we can now just use color to convey information? No, we should avoid using color alone to convey information. According to WCAG 2.2, color should not be used as the only visual means of conveying information, indicating an action, prompting a response, or distinguishing a visual element. Here's a question for you. Is the use of color in this login page accessible for learners with visual impairments? On the page, a red border indicates the error with password, but anyone with non-visual means wouldn't be able to detect that. How would you change it? Pause the video while you create your answer. Here's a great solution: adding an invalid password red text box on the top of the login page. This message indicates that there is an invalid password, which lets the user figure out which field to fix. What's your answer? Feel free to share your ideas in the comments. Besides the tool and example I mentioned in this video, there are many great resources and best practices out there. Therefore, I included a list of resources in the description of this video. From today, let's start enhancing color contrast and selecting accessible colors in our e-learning courses.